You got Frankenfoot. We got one more attack for you here. I looked at this base and I said, if there's ever a base that screamed HPHB, this was probably it. The only problem is you can't get to these air defenses quickly. So they're going to eventually take out your healers, but they're out of the range of the outside of this building, so P.E.K.K.A.s can probably enter here, and healers will be safe for a while. If you can get your P.E.K.K.A.s and your Bolas and Queen and everything in here, they'll probably knock out these air defenses quickly. So I elected to come in from this side, the reason being the positioning of the Queen. I could very well have come in from this side, I suppose, but I thought it best to knock out the bomb tower whilst my hogs were, well, I thought that'd be better to do that with P.E.K.K.A.s and healers behind them rather than do it with a bunch of hogs. So that's why I decided to take this guy out. Plus, look at the orientation of the X-bows. They're both in the up position, but if you come in from around here, you'll have both of them on you at once. If you come in from this direction, you've got a good chance at knocking out one X-bow before you proceed into the next one, which is just good for point defense. Things like P.E.K.K.A.s and golems, it's good to try to do that, I've found. I also looked where air defenses, or where air is capable of being destroyed, and I saw there are some vulnerable buildings here, so I'm going to go ahead and drop a few minions to help my baby dragons clear things out, make sure I get the funnel exactly how I want it so the bowlers do what they want to do. Now, the failure on this, you've got this double wall arrangement here. What I had anticipated is I'll come in here with P.E.K.K.A.s, and the Queen's going to jump into this channel here and start shooting at them, so they're going to easily bust through this wall. And then I had thought once they're going to bust through this wall, they've got plenty of stuff over here to help draw them into the core of this base. But that's not how that worked out. Once they were in here, the bowlers, with a bounce or something, knocked out this guy and maybe even this guy. And so the P.E.K.K.A.s decided to go to the left and to the right. So what I should have done was put a jump spell here and just had one less rage. That would have helped me out. The other thing that happened was when I was trying to select my poison spell, for some reason I dropped a rage out in the middle of nowhere, and I completely wasted a spell. So yeah, I'm legitimately angry about that. My goodness gracious, heavens to Murgatroyd. I was very, very upset about that. But I had company over, so I had to behave myself. I wish people understood that. Clash of Clans takes precedent over things like friendship and hanging out with people. But, whatever. Yeah, so things, that rage spell and I think a jump spell when I helped there, I really thought I was going to smash this, but that's just not the way it worked out. I did take everything out. I ultimately ran out of time, but I think the main reason I ran out of time is because my kill squad didn't last as long as they should, because they spent too much time going back and forth here. A rage and or a jump would have helped out tremendously. So we'll speed up through this little part here. Alright, baby dragons coming out. Very carefully dropping them so they're taking out the buildings I want. And eventually they come in here. So yeah, when you're dropping your baby dragons, just zoom in real close and drop them to the left or the right, wherever it is you want. And think about what buildings are left and what they're going to attack next. So out come the P.E.K.K.A.s, healers behind them. Things are going great, wonderful, according to plan. I got my king back. Life is good. He's level 20 now, so I really should have wrecked this. Queen and bowlers come down. Things are looking beautiful. Clan Castle comes out, so let's go ahead and drop a poison. Wait, that's not a poison. That's a rage out in the middle of nowhere. I swear my finger was nowhere near the map. I don't know. There's a conspiracy. There's a conspiracy, I swear it. Any dang way. I think I finally got the other poison down. And so, Queen, so here's what happened. That building got knocked out. That building got knocked out. Didn't expect that to happen. And the P.E.K.K.A.s are running back and forth in this channel. And the other bad thing is now, bowlers are taking heat too. So they're doing a good job wiping stuff out, but they're just not going to last as long as they should. So I've lost some P.E.K.K.A.s. They're not all together. I really needed a rage for this core, but unfortunately I decided to rage that wall. I don't know what a raged wall does. Crap. So things have petered out. But I still got my queen and her ability. Trying to figure out what to do, so I go ahead and drop the hogs. And they're going to go through, and I've got 2 heal spell for them. Here comes the first. Toot, 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 toot. And it's actually looking not half bad. I got one more heal spell for him, so I'll probably drop it somewhere in this cluster of defenses up here. I've still got my queen, I got my cleanup wizards. If I can keep enough hogs alive, I've actually got this, despite the fat-fingered rage of questionable legitimacy. Alright, so defenses are done. The only problem is I ain't got the time. And I lost 3 hogs to a random spring trap sitting out in the middle of nowhere. So unfortunately, the cleanup just doesn't happen fast enough. That's sad. Very sad, but life is sad, so you have to deal with sad things. Alright, Frankenfoot, I'll see you later.